Hi, today we're doing a zebra, and as you can see I've done it in pencil first. It's quite a complicated image, so it's probably a good idea to do it in pencil because you can rub your lines out afterwards. And then I'm going over it using these Artist PITT pens by Faber Castell. I've done a review of these a little while back, and I'll pop the link to that at the top somewhere. So I'm using 3 different sizes. So the first size that I'm doing the outlines with is the fine one. And as you can see, when I do the ends of the line of the black stripes of the zebra, I'm putting a line across the end. It's very, very easy to get confused with which lines you're doing are white and which are black. So you've got to sort of concentrate a little bit whilst you're doing your drawing. And like I say, I've put an end across them so we can see which ones are black. And then the pen that I'm using to fill them in is the 1.5 PITT pen. I'll put the link to the pens below as well. And then I use an extra small pen just for doing a lot of the detail around the eye and that kind of thing, where we need it to be a bit finer. Okay, so the image of this, the black and white image, I'm going to put on my website. So if you did want to download it and have a go at this yourself, if you didn't want to do the drawing yourself, you could print that off. And of course, I'm going to use paints. I'm going to use the Koh-I-Noor paints to fill it in, and I'm going to use those straight from the palette. Some nice bright colours, which they're quite good for. So they're a very inexpensive paint, and they're not the quality that you would normally get with your artist's watercolours, because they're, you know, less than £10, whereas your watercolours, the ones that I use, can be nearly £10 for one colour. So you can't really compare them that way, but they're good for just little fun things if you want some nice bright colours. So I'm going to be using those, but of course you could use crayons, you could use acrylic paints, you could use inks, anything you wanted to fill the colours in, or you could leave them black and white. One idea I thought would be quite nice would be to use a very, very fine pen, and on the white stripes to do some very intricate little designs, some flowers maybe, grasses, I don't know, butterflies, whatever you like. Do some very intricate little designs in those white stripes. Or you could alternate, just use 2 colours. You could leave some of the stripes white and others coloured. So, you know, have a careful think about what colours you're going to use to fill it all in. So like I say, be very careful with the drawing, that you're remembering which ones are black and which ones are white. That's the main thing. Also, I made a bit of a mistake. I wasn't patient enough. I didn't let it dry. Some of my colours did run into each other. With your ink as well, although the water fast ink pens, so they're completely water resistant. Once they're dry, they're not going to lift off the paper, but do make sure that they're dry before you start adding your paint. So just give them a blast with a hairdryer, or go and have a brew or something for a few minutes while you make sure your ink's actually dry and it's not going to bleed. But once it is dry, it's completely water resistant, and you can just paint straight over the top of it. So there, you don't have to worry about your lines when you're putting your colour on too much, because if you go over that black, it isn't going to show. That's absolutely fine. Another mistake I thought I really made was with the eye. I put too much colour near the eye. I should have left some of that more white around the eye, and I don't think I should have bothered putting any colour actually in the eye. I should have left it just the black and white ink. I preferred it as it was. So, but like I say, you can download that image, the black and white one. So I might do that myself. I might print off another one and have a go at doing it in some, you know, like I said, with some intricate patterns in between each of those stripes. And I might put a background in next time as well. You'll see I left the background white, but you could put a background in. You could put some leaves and things behind the zebra, as if he's got a tree behind him, or you could put just a blue sky, whatever you fancy. Okay, so enjoy that. If you want to do the drawing yourself, then that's great. Have a go at drawing your own zebra and doing it this way, but otherwise have a go at filling that one in. So and the actual reference photo I found on Pixabay, so that's pixabay.com, Pixabay, if you wanted to download yourself a nice photograph of a zebra and have a go at something similar. So start with your pencil, go over with your pen, then let that dry, rub it out with your eraser, and then have a go with some colour, or do a monochrome. Okay, so thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye for now.